Right then, this video should be quite short, hopefully. It's only about one thing, the new Flyer ID test. Yes, I said that correctly, new Flyer ID test. The one that you got for 3 years, was valid for 3 years, is going to change. Why is that? Oh right, okay, sorry, yes, you want to know why and when. Why and when? Well, the reason why they've changed it and you've got to do a new Flyer ID test, especially if you hold an OSC, PFCO and GBC, or you're flying like with the A2, the reason why you have to do the new test is because the old test that you did, those 20 questions, that was on the old rules, okay? So that's the rules that are right now, okay? So that's what your current Flyer ID covers you for, is the rules and regs right now. Not the rules and regs that are coming from over there, okay? So, read CAP 722 is one of the first things you should do. Yes, I know, even I'm reading it and just going, eh. So, read CAP 722, okay? There's some good stuff in it, a lot of good stuff. Vast amount of good stuff. Couple of little niggles, but I'm not going to them. See my other curveball video for that one. Right, so, new Flyer ID test. Comes in 15th of December 2020 is the current plan. That's the date they've given for it. So from the 15th of December 2020 you can do the Flyer ID test. Okay, again, PFCO, GBC, OSC holders, A2CC, you've got to do it. Okay, they quite clearly state you have to do it. And that means that if you hold a PFCO or an OSC and you have a pilot that comes in and flies under your OSC or PFCO and all that, you have to make sure they have done the new test. If they haven't, they cannot fly under your OSC or PFCO or GBC or operational authorization from December onwards, December the 31st onwards, okay? That's that. Next, we get 40 questions on the new rules. Okay, so I suspect it'll be a mishmash of the original 20, so we'll get some of the old 20 kind of questions in there. Then they're going to throw in maybe another 25 to 20 new questions, I would have thought, all on the new rules. That's so kind of them. So kind. 20 questions on the new, well, 40, let's say there's 40 questions on the new rules. Okay, however, they have changed it slightly and they're saying that we will have a 75% pass mark. So if you can get more than 75%, big thumbs up, you pass. Now, a lot of the policy team in the UAS sector at the CA do get swamped with a lot of questions and stuff, and they have a lot of their policy time taken up because the current rules are complicated, so people ring them and email them and they have a lot of time going or trying to answer people's questions. I think under the YASA rules, they're going to have even more of that. You know, if you want to keep the rules simple, that's what we have. So for there and coming, not so simple. So the idea is to cut it all down, is take your Flyer ID test, 40 questions, 75% pass mark. 15th of December is when it should be valid, well, when it activates. And it should be possible to take it. Validity, well, it's valid for 5 years, not 3 years. So your current one's 3 years, this one's 5 years, okay? Which falls in line with the amount of time that your GBC and your A2 are valid for as well, by the way. Oh, and there's no price, to my knowledge, there's no charge for the Flyer ID test yet again. It's only the operator ID, so operator ID's £9 again for this year. I've just seen mine. There's around 150,000 people that have done their operator ID. They are cruising at just over 500 a day since they set it up that have got an operator ID. Okay, that's astounding. That's more than I ever thought they would have. 150,000. Talk about getting your numbers wrong. I think I was about, at the minute, about 90,000 people was my guesstimate, and that was out the window. Okay, so yeah, so operators, there's around 160,000 out there right now. Actually, no, sorry, I think it's more like 150. Sorry. I think it was 150-ish. 150,000 operator IDs. So, there's going to be a lot of people doing this from the 15th of December 2020. Okay? So remember, flyer ID is £9, no test. Remember that even if you buy a Tello or anything, you will have to do your operator ID test. Because you can capture data. So yeah, there we go. Okay? Good luck with it, everyone. Get revising, you've got 4 weeks off. Okay? Stop playing video games. Sort out Cap72. Read it. It is good. 99.9% of it is good. There's a bit of a niggle. My curveball video's over there. Go watch him. Take care, safe flying, guys. Okay? Have a good one. Subscribe or not, it's your choice. Subscribe, not subscribe, whatever. Remember, I do not upload videos like every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday, or any of that. I just shoot a video and then I will upload it. If you want to know when it happens and you want notifications, hit subscribe. If you don't care, don't.